Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chattin 88 at 8. My name is Curtis LaBelle, your host, and this is very exciting. We have our live audience over here, which is at the Vinyl Den, where we are streaming live from. So many things are changing every time now. So we can have live audience at the Vinyl Den. You can RSVP at my website, curtislabelle.com/shows. And if you'd like to come and be a part of our live audience, that's fabulous here at the Vinyl Den in Red Deer. So we have a great show for you today. Right now, there's only, we got 2 people in the audience. Everybody wave in the audience. Hello, everybody. Yes, they are in front of me. They're over on the side. We might have to move the camera around a bit. I'm not sure. We'll see what we do. Our audience will grow. Yes, well, if you can get right on in, that'd be great. Come on. Oh, I don't know. Welcome them in if you see as we go here. Chattin 88 at 8. Where I have no idea what's going to happen until I read everything off of my cue cards. Yes. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is we have music information. I have stuff for you that I've been doing in my life for the past week. Last week we had Jessy Rhodes on our show, and that was a really good. That was a lot of fun. Great friend of mine, and he's well known in the music industry here in Central Alberta, and he's making waves outside of this province as well. So Jessy Rhodes, he has a new single out. It's called Sweet Alberta. Check it out. So first thing I want to talk about I have on my list is I've been juicing, and it's been very difficult to stay on top of it. Now, one of the things that I've noticed coming from starting juicing, which is really good. I think it's great. I felt really good after the first 3 days, and then I got really hungry, so I started eating again. Very bad. I shouldn't have been doing that. Needless to say, there's a byproduct from juice, and it's called pulp. And I started the pulp. So I was putting the pulp and mixing it with a bunch of different spices and putting all that stuff in it. And I feel like I can still talk to my audience here because they can see the screen. They have a TV in front of them. This is just really cool. We're all doing technology now. So now I'm making crackers. Right? Aren't they good? Yes, my husband and I have been making crackers. He's sitting in the audience. Everybody say hi to Jared. Yay, wonderful. We got Will over. Will is kind of blending in with a red shirt over in the corner. It's very washed out. But nonetheless, it's doing its thing. So crackers, that's what I've been making, and they are turning out amazing. I'm very impressed with them. And we've been giving them away, and we've been using, you can dip with them, of course, but crackers. So that's the byproduct of juice, or of the vegetables that we juice. So it got me thinking, what would be the byproduct of music? So after we write a song, what is the byproduct of it? Probably just resting and making money. The residual would be the byproduct of music after it's made. Which got me thinking about a diet that I was doing earlier called the keto diet. Now, this is a good diet. It works. I've done it before. Of course, with anything that we do, even if it's music related or food related, we have to make sure that we keep a discipline. And discipline is something that I know that I've been struggling with, especially with diet. So keto cooking and keto baking. No sugar, no carbs. It's very good. Very difficult on many levels because everything is sugar and everything is carbs. However, I highly recommend, the best thing that I have known about keto is barbecuing. So if you want keto, I would barbecue because I barbecue everything. So I've noticed that if you would like broccoli, we can barbecue broccoli. I highly recommend you barbecue everything because it's a barbecue and it's good. Next thing on my list. So keto cooking, baking. I don't bake. My husband tried to make peanut butter cookies last night. Okay, so my husband made peanut butter cookies last night. And I feel like I have to play some music for this. So we're here in, sorry, I should have done this before. Welcome to Chattin 88. Have a cup of coffee. It's just a little too late. You'll be up for hours, don't you know? go. When the show is done at 9, I gotta go. Okay, so keto baking. My husband wasn't keto baking, but he tried to make peanut butter cookies last night, and that did not go over well. And still to this moment, I have no idea. It felt like a nightmare because I was sleeping, and he kept coming in every 20 minutes and saying that he doesn't understand cookies. He doesn't know how they work. They don't. He doesn't. They didn't. Eventually, they burnt at 375 in the oven for about 2 hours. The house smelled amazing. Bake however you want. I'm not so sure. Pick of the week for song today. Pick of the week. We have Supertramp. We work in a we all volunteer right now in the vinyl tent for everybody around. But here in our live studio for the Vinyl Den, one of the records that I was looking around at today is Supertramp. Lovely dovely. Richard Davis, Roger Hodgson, Richard Palmer, and Robert Miller. And I really didn't know this until today, and I am a Supertramp enthusiast. I love Supertramp. I had no idea all their names started with R. I was thinking of that for a second, and all their names started with an R. I was like, food for thought. Had no idea. Let me just read this. Surely there's a way I could please you. Only in your past lie the tears. Surely there's a day you can say went your way. Some illusion you can keep through the years. Only if I lied could I love you. Nothing of our lives could we share. Only could we try to get by on a sigh. Just because, just this once, I was there. Surely. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Check this album out. If you don't have it, buy it. If you can't buy it, borrow it. If you can't borrow it, don't steal it. Listen to it in the location where it is, but don't open it up. Ask somebody to help you. That's all I have to say about that. Supertramp. Okay, next up on the list, I want to know what everybody is watching right now. So you can have comments and all that stuff on our Facebook page. So please, I would like to know what outdoor concerts you are going to right now that you have been attempting to go to, because we can't have indoor concerts during COVID because people are, well, we just can't. And that sucks. So we're doing what we can as artists, managers, producers, and performance venues to see what we can do in order to get out there and sing some music. Now, outdoor concerts. I have a couple of outdoor concerts coming up here. I have one next weekend, or next week, I should say. But I want to know what you have been going to go see and tell me where they are performing. Let me know. Please put it in the comments part of this video, or just send me a message or write a message right on our page. That's Chattin88 at 8 with Curtis Lebel. And that's any outdoor concerts anywhere in Canada. Please let me know. We are a Canadian show here. We are proud to be. Speaking of a Canadian show, we now, as you can see, we have our live audience. Today we have 3 people. This is very exciting. It sounds like a really bad soap opera. We have 3 people in the show today. Hopefully we'll have maybe more next time. I don't know. First time though, 3 people. That's exciting. Yay! 3 people. So let's just take a look at that audience there. Aren't they amazing? They're absolutely beautiful. Okay, speaking of audience, you can RSVP to be a part of our live audience here in the Vinyl Den every Wednesday from 8 to 9. So if you are living in the Red Deer area, that is my phone going off. I should turn it off. That is not professional by any means. Can you just, yeah, okay, hold on here. Let's turn this off. Okay. People are asking where to see the show. The show is live right now on Chattin88 at 8 with Curtis Lebel on Facebook. That is Facebook, Chattin88 at 8 with Curtis Lebel. And you can RSVP to come by and be a part of our live audience at curtislebel.com/shows. And you can pick any show that you would like to between now in October. We have going to be coming in that I'm interviewing. Speaking of interviewing, tonight we have Jessy Mossop, who is a wonderful country singer. She's a singer-songwriter living north of Edmonton, and she's been around, but we'll get more about... I thought I turned you off. We'll get more about you... Uh, more about Jessy in a minute here. Sorry. Um, and there's a person texting me trying to figure out. I'm going to embarrass this person on live right now. So this is what's going to happen. Okay. Watch this. This person can't find where they are. So I'm going to call them and they're going to be live right now. Check this out. We're going live. This is what we do on our live shows here. It's a lot of fun. It's my bass player. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. You're live right now on Chattin 88. You can find the show on Chattin 88 at 8 with Curtis LaBelle on Facebook page, watching it live.
Oh, right on. Well, that's exciting.
Okay, so when you rewatch this video, you'll see that you're actually live in front of a live audience as well. So I'm going to hang up now.
Well, have a wonderful show.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Oh goodness, my bass player can't even find where I'm at. Oh goodness me, I love him to death. Speaking of bass player, Matt's in my new single, Blue Dream, which is coming out on August 21st. You can check that out. I talked a little bit about it last week. Blue Dream, gonna take you away. Flag fly, freaky here to stay. You can check that out. It comes out on August 21st on all major streaming platforms. Next door here to the Vinyl Den on Ross Street down called the Capitol Package Store, and it's a little bit of an homage to the old Capitol Theater that used to be here in Red Deer down in the 30s and 40s. So if you happen to be coming by Red Deer, Alberta, please make sure that you stop by on Ross Street and take a look at the Capitol Package Store. Other news, we have Canadian artist Ryan Resmer, who just finished releasing a new single called Love in a Box and Just Say Yes. So those two singles are also available. And I want to know what you've been dealing with during COVID. What, as an artist, if you are a musician or a painter or a sculptor or anybody who's in the art industry in that sort of medium, tell me what's been your struggles during COVID and how you have managed to come through those struggles with a positive result. So please, you can mention any comments. Jessy is waiting in the room. She is waiting. She's ready. We're almost there for her. That's very exciting. So tell me what your problems have been as being an artist during COVID. Um, uh, Also, please tell me what artist you would like to see me interview. You can write a note down on Facebook, message me, make a comment in the video here, however you like. This is a nonchalant show where we just have fun, and the audience is there as well, and they're getting some sort of live. They get me live, and then, of course, the artist that's going to be coming up here shortly. So, yes, and then also, I would like to know what concerts are going to be happening around in your area. So if you have anything coming up within the next month, please make a list and let me know so I can make sure that we tell everybody about it and see what's going on. Oh, I can see now. Okay, I think it's time to bring on our lovely guest. Ladies and gentlemen, this lovely lady is Jessy Mossop. I've known her for almost 10 years. And I'm just going to dive right into the fact that she is a lovely, lovely buddy that I know that knows her. I have performed with her numerous of times. We have started working on a single together. I'm not a country artist myself, but I've definitely dove into some sort of area in the country field with her on this. I'd like to bring in Jessy Mossop. So if we can have a round of applause from the audience here, and we're going to bring in Jessy. All three people in the audience, yes. A round of applause. Jessy is joining. She should be here momentarily. All right. So that being said, Supertramp, Blue Dream, Jessy Mossop, Ryan Resmer, all those things that I just talked about. We see a name. Ah, we can see you. Can we hear you? Is your microphone on? Oh, you're frozen for a second here, my dear.
Can you hear me?
Let me stop that video.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Is your mic on? Can you hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second here. Is your microphone on mute? No, you're all plugged in. We can hear you. We can't hear you. Oh no.
Can you hear me?
Oh, it says you're on mute.
I'm flicking it on and off.
Oh, are you going through? I don't know what to do. I can't hear you. We're having technical problems, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, hold on a second here. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yay, we got you! Yay, wonderful.
Yay, okay.
Welcome. Can you see here? Let me show you our lovely audience. We have 3 people in our audience today. Say hi to our lovely audience.
Hi.
Oh, yay. Okay, this is so cool. Okay, first of all, I thank you for doing this, Jessy. I miss you so much. Oh, my goodness.
I miss you too. Thanks for having me. I
Of course.
Yeah.
I know. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Ooh, I'm going through puberty here. Okay, let's dive right in. So I'm just going to ask you generic questions. Some questions are going to be a little more in depth. And then, of course, we'll go on to just a little bit of your music career. Tell us about your lovely 5 awards. Where are those 5 awards?
You know what? They are in storage. So I'm building a shelf right now for them to go on with the help of my dad. But my boyfriend and I recently bought our first home. And so we're still trying to figure out where to place everything in it. So I'm building a shelving unit for them to go on. That's why they're not up yet. Yeah.
Okay. And and how tall are they?
They're like this. Yeah.
And they're glass, right? They're pretty. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Well, I wish we had a picture, but anyway, let's just dive right in, my dear. Jessy Mossop, where are you from? Where were you born?
I was born in St. Albert, Alberta.
Okay.
And I lived there my whole life, except for this past year. I've just been in Edmonton, so.
Awesome. And just because we're stuck in the COVID times right now, what has been two things? What's been the biggest struggle for you as an artist during COVID, and what's been a saving grace for you during COVID?
I think like the biggest struggle is I'm such a social person, so staying at home so much was. I lost my mind a little. Like it was tough. I like going out, seeing people, and then you can't play music with anyone. You can't collaborate, and then learning how to do everything online is interesting. It can be tough. Like even working with my producer, we can write online, but it's hard for us to record from a distance. So it's little things like that. And then something that's been a saving grace. I've been watching a lot of new shows and a lot of old TV shows. I've been rewatching.
Okay, so you have Netflix, right? You're on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your hottest Netflix show right now?
So I just started. Okay, this is actually on Disney Plus, but I just started watching a show called Drain the Oceans. And it's really neat. It's from the National Geographic portion, and they use all this 3D technology to drain the oceans, and they find shipwrecks and all this stuff. It's really cool. You should check it out.
Well, I don't have Disney Plus yet, but that's my plan is to I have to get Jared a PS5 first, right?
Yes, my hottest Netflix show then, one I just finished, the last TV show I just finished was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So
Oh, I've never watched it.
you should. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Okay.
Favorite color?
Purple.
Least favorite color?
Brown.
Big. I wasn't expecting that color. Nobody ever talks about brown. Biggest. I suppose. Biggest influence in music growing up.
Growing up, like artist wise or
Yeah, music wise, artist wise.
I knew.
Artist wise.
Artist wise. I listened to a lot of Avril Lavigne and Amanda Marshall and Britney Spears. You know, I listened to a lot of those artists growing up. And then when I kind of reached my teens, I listened to a lot of like Florence and the Machine and Adele and Metric, Said the Whale, all more alternative music. Yeah.
Speaking of Adele, I remember one day we will go see her, won't we?
Yes, and we're gonna be involved now.
Favorite artist right now.
Florence and the Machine.
Worst artist that you do not like.
Post Malone.
Favorite song right now.
My favorite song. Oh, I got this. Hold on. I'll check my music library. There's two songs that I've been really digging right now. And one of them is called Give You What You Like by Avril Lavigne. And then another one is called Hold My Hand by Jess Glynn.
Song you do not like on the radio right now that comes on and you just despise it.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything I really hate on the radio in a while. But having said that, it would probably be anything Post Malone.
Oh, okay. I hope he doesn't watch this video.
I just can't.
Oh my goodness.
I can't.
I'm sure I'm
into it.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so a couple more questions here just before we kind of go off into some music. As a segue, who introduced you to music, and what age did you start doing music?
From a young age, like my dad introduced me to a lot of like his favorite artists, so like Mark Knopfler, Hootie and the Blowfish, anything like that. And I really loved all those songs. And then when I was 8, my mom put me in music lessons. And from there, I just kind of decided I really liked performing. And when I got into high school, we had this class called Rock and Pop. And it was my first like time playing music where I realized like you could do this in a band. And I was like, that's so cool. And so then like that's what really made me like click, you know, like I'm like I can do music with other people, not just myself. And it was really cool. And then from
right,
there,
just click your heels and you're the Visionettes.
yes, right.
So listen, let's talk about when do you have you're going to sing for us tonight, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so let's talk about let's kind of shift we'll do the first part of this of when you decided to branch out into being a singer-songwriter and diving into your own lyrics and into your own music, and then also your journey of having a guitar accompaniment work with you as you go through? Because you've went through a few, you've worked with a couple of great musicians in the area, in Northern Alberta area. And so take us through that journey when you decided to do singer-songwriter, went down that path.
So I think once I graduated, I realized I wanted to be able to be more dependent on my own skills. And I always wrote songs, but I never really knew what I wanted to do with them. They were more just for me, right? Like even in my band, we never really played a lot of just my music. It was always things that I would co-write with other people. And so it's something like after high school, after I stopped playing with Steven, I wanted to be my own person again. I wanted to find music on my own because I had only ever known it for like 6 years with other people. And I thought, well, hey, I need to be my own artist too. And I reconnected with an amazing songwriter, Bobby Cameron. And I told him, like, I really want to work on honing my skill. Can you show me like what you do when you're writing songs and kind of teach me your methods on how I can really hone that skill? Because songwriting is such a skill, especially country songwriting, because it's such a story. And I had only ever written kind of like alternative songs before. And in those kind of songs, you can get a little bit more metaphorical. But with country, they're very straight to the point, and it's a story from beginning to end in like 3.5 minutes. So I was working with him, and it's been great. And we were just doing it a little bit on and off. And then what really solidified that I wanted to just keep writing music, I actually went on tour with Jubilation's Dinner Theater. And it was such a fun experience. But I was basically just doing a show 5 days a week of all this old music. And it made me really miss writing my own. Like, and that's when I was just like, okay, like this is something I'm really passionate about, obviously. So when I got back, I was like, I'm not going to play any shows. Like, I'm just going to write, and I'm going to work on honing that skill. And that's kind of what I've been doing for the last little while, is just kind of getting to that space. Mm-hmm.
Cool. What are you, what was the first song that you wrote? And then let's dive into a song for us right now that you're going to sing and talk to us about the first one you're going to do for us.
Sure. The first song I ever wrote was a song called Spend. And there was like a lot of really crazy things that were happening in the world when I was in grade 10. And I wrote a song about it. And so it was just a super simple 4-chord song on piano. But that one always really hits close to home for me, is that song, because it's just so straight to the point. Like, hey man, like, you're messing with things. You need to like, yeah. So that's my song about the world and everything. But
we all have a song about the world, right?
yeah. So the first song I'm going to sing for you tonight is a song I wrote with Bobby called Perfect. And I tried really hard to get my levels good for you. So if for some reason it's too loud, you just go like this, okay?
Yeah, no worries. This is, you're using a backtrack. You guys made a backtrack for this, correct?
Yeah, so what I've been doing with Bobby is I kind of like, I come up with these ideas and I tell him like what I'm kind of feeling music-wise and the lyrics I'm thinking and what kind of song I write. And then he really supports me with the music portion. And then, so he made this rough track for me. I haven't sung this song for like anyone yet, by the way, either. Any of the songs I'm going to sing for you tonight. So this is just for you.
Premiere.
Just for you. So I'm actually still waiting to get charts for them so that I can practice playing them myself. Yeah.
I love it. And it's called Perfect?
It's called Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's about a girl stuck in a relationship that she can't figure out why, but she just knows it's not right. And look, if you were on the outside looking in, everyone think it's this perfect relationship, but she just can't figure out why she's not in it.
Got it.
Yeah,
We're all out of the loop sometimes.
exactly. Okay. Here I go. Again, if it's too loud, let me know. We're perfect. Everyone thinks we got it made. We're perfect. Even you're thinking we're okay. I'm just pretending, trying to hide what it really is that I'm needing inside, and it's hard to know what to say. I break a little more every day. If we're perfect, what if my heart go and leave me here? If we're perfect, what if my life disappear? I know you're feeling what I'm not feeling, and what you're saying, it ain't real. How long are we gonna say it's perfect? Beneath the stars, it all looks right. It's perfect. Staring back at them tonight. Don't know why you don't feel like mine. The silence rings like a heavy chime, and I can't keep pretending I'll stay. I tried hard to find a way. If we're perfect, what if my heart go and leave me here? If we're perfect, what if my life disappear? I know you're feeling what I don't feel, and what you're saying, it ain't real. How long are we gonna say we're perfect? I can't seem to figure out why what I felt changed over time. I'm sorry for what we became, but you're better off anyway. If we're perfect, what if my heart go and leave me here? If we're perfect, what if my life disappear? I know you're feeling what I don't feel, and what you're saying, it ain't real. How long are we gonna say perfect? Know you're feeling what I don't feel. What you're saying, it ain't real. How long are we gonna say perfect?
Yay! All three, our lovely audience of three is clapping for you. My God. Okay, talk about writing a song that is not easy to sing. Perfect! You picked a vowel placement. I'm like, oh my God. And perfect. It's so like right there, but well done. Great song. Well, I love it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Thanks.
And I love what Bobby's doing with it. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I didn't realize how many. Like, I can hit some good notes, and I can hold it.
I can hit some good notes, and I can do some.
But I didn't realize how much I would shy away from like pushing myself, and he'll just be like, no, you can do it. It's fine. Key change right here, and I'm like, you're insane.
Modulate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a little bit of a left turn here and talk about your worst experience in high school. You
My
froze.
worst experience in high school. Oh gosh. Like something really bad that happened to me in high school.
Whatever the experience was, but the memory of the being the worst experience, whatever memory comes up.
You know, okay, so this is more embarrassing, okay, than like awful. But when I was in grade 10, I coached gymnastics, and I got kicked in the face by a kid one time. He slipped off the bars and his heel came down and hit me right in the eye. And so I got this huge black eye. And then later that night, I was out hanging out with friends, and I tripped and I face planted into grass. So I not only had this huge black eye, but then I ended up getting grass burn all down the side of my face. And I went to school Monday, and one of my favorite teachers, he asked if I was getting hit by someone, and he was very serious. And,
Like a family member or something.
or like a family member, a boyfriend, or someone, and he was very concerned. And I was like, no, like I was trying to tell him, like, I'm like, no, seriously, like I got kicked in the face. And then that kind of concerned me more though. And it was awful. After that, I could tell he always looked a little concerned at me, and so.
Oh, no way.
A really embarrassing experience, but it's cool. Good looking out though. I'm impressed that he asked, so that's nice.
Yeah, there's not a lot of teachers or supervisors that would actually, well, at that point, there may be now, like more so than ever, but well, I'm sorry that was your worst experience in high school. I am not going to ask you what your favorite experience was. I don't want to know.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
What was your first live show going to at Watch? Like, what was your first live concert that you went to go see? Who was it and where was it and how much were the tickets?
Okay, I don't know how much tickets were because I was really little. But the first live concert I ever went to was Kaylin Porter from Canadian Idol. My mom and I used to watch him every time it was on Canadian Idol.
You used to fangirl.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I have to tell you, Curtis.
Do you still have a poster of him in your bedroom?
Actually, I think I do have an autographed Caleb. Not in my bedroom. Okay. I have a few autographed
Your boyfriend's going to be questioning you.
I have a few autographed pictures of people, and so I have Patrick Swayze and Carmen Electra and Caleb Porter.
Yeah, I have Bernadette Peters.
But I just lump them all together and put them. I have this special tube to hold my posters, and I think he's in there somewhere. But I've never seen more vicious people than at the Kaylin Porter concert, because girls were freaking insane. Like, if you bumped anyone or tried to get in front of them, people were ready.
He takes Justin Bieber a run for his money?
People were ready to throw down, like, at Kaylin Porter. Like, yeah. And then that was my first concert. I think I was like 12. So.
What can you say? He was a chick magnet.
Yeah, I know. It was the hair. It was all curly and
What's
cute.
he? I'm thinking of JD Bixby.
Oh, yeah, that's the country star.
Very different.
Yeah, Kaylin Porter.
This whole time I was thinking of somebody completely different. Oh my God, I know who you're talking about now. I feel so stupid. Okay, so what was your first show that you played live?
Ooh.
And where was it and how much did people pay to get in?
Okay, actually, you know what? The first show I ever played live was at a bar.
You were of age.
I was. of age. Yes, and I
I don't believe you.
I was not. I wasn't. But I walked in because I heard music. I walked in and I heard music, and they said they were looking for someone to play the last half of the night. So I called my band and I said, "Hey, come to this bar." And we played like a half an hour set just randomly at this bar, and it was like the first like live show I've done. And there was, I think, like a $5 cover charge to get in. And
did you make any money?
Yeah. Nope. Nope. And I didn't want to.
You're in. Yeah, you knew you were into the music industry when, right?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
I wasn't supposed to be there, so I didn't want to ask questions, but yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite smell?
Ooh. Okay. It's for me. It's a tie between fresh linen and vanilla.
Okay. Your least favorite smell?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't really like the smell of sandalwood.
What is your favorite sound?
My favorite sound. Ooh. Okay. I really, really like the xylophone. Any sound.
I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting the sound of an instrument. What is your least favorite sound?
Oh, nails on a chalkboard.
Gotcha.
Or
We
any
give
like a knife can make scratching a plate. I don't like that. No.
Okay, cool. So we're giving away our first gift today. We have a Rolling Stones poster and audience, and I know all three people, so whatever number we're pulling out today, we're going to put back in, and it's going to go back for tomorrow, for next Wednesday. But this is our first draw, so I just wanted to draw and see which one of these lovely individuals is going to win. So drum roll, please. And I got three. I'm mixing 3 tickets. Okay, the number is, here we go, and the winner is, who is not going to receive this today. I'm going to give it to them. We'll pull this for next week, but this is a Rolling Stones, kindly gifted and donated by the Vinyl Den here in Red Deer. So the Vinyl Den is a really cool place. It's like, how can you describe the Vinyl Den? Well, you can see it in the picture of the audience behind you. It's literally like everything from anything music related. This store has got everything related from vinyl to anime to posters to everything music, anything vintage, you name it. It's just the really coolest store ever. And so we're thankful some lovely items for the draw. So 6931376. Oh, he won. And we'll give it to him. He'll redonate it. So that was our first draw. Yay. And we're going to repackage that. So let's move on here. We got about 10 minutes left here, Jessy. I have a couple questions for you. And of course, we want to move on to your time that you had in Nashville. So let's just shift over to that. Talk about these lovely awards that you received. What was the experience? Why did you go down to Nashville? What was it for? What did you get out of it? And take us into the next song that you're going to sing for us.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So that was a crazy experience. So I competed in a competition called Global Country Star Search, and in there they basically are looking for the best of the best in Canada to go down and compete in the North American Canadian Music Association International, and it's a statewide competition in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And they have people that go representing every state, and they're all like the best of their state. And down there, they consider Canada its own state. So for all of Canada, I think 3 of us went that year. And we started off, we did a trip to Nashville. We went and we toured some different places, different music studios, the Grand Ole Opry. We got to go sing at on the opera stage, see Music Row. I was 21 at the time, so at night I would go back out with the road manager, and he would take me in to see all the live music on the main strip at nighttime, which was super cool because the music never stops there. It's like the second bar is open until they close. There's live bands just playing in rotation, and they're all so incredible. So it's really inspiring to see all that. We went and saw different bands play, went to the Johnny Cash Museum. And then from there, we took a trip to Pigeon Forge, and that is the home of Dolly Parton. And so it's the only way I can describe Pigeon Forge. It's like Banff on steroids. Like, it's the biggest tourist place you'll ever go to. And there's never ending amounts of stuff to do. So we went down there, and then we compete. So we spend one full day competing, and then there's another full day of awards that we attend. So the awards themselves are almost all day because there's so many people, so many different genres, so many different age categories. So when I went down, I competed in 5 different categories, and I won all 5. So I won Best Female Entertainer of the Year, Best Female Vocalist of the Year, Best Co-Songwriter of the Year, Best Songwriter of the Year, and Best Music Video of the Year. Yeah. Oh. Curtis, are you there?
Yes, sorry, I'm just I'm learning the whole, because we're live on Facebook, so there's so many different buttons in and out now that there's like, what screen is what, and where are we now, and where's who knows what's what. We had a bit of a technical difficulty before you came on with some buzzing in the sound, so we had to change things, but enough of that. Back to you on the awards. Congratulations. Let's do another round of applause. That's really cool. Now, just really kind of, what was it like whenever did they call all 5 awards up at once, or did you, were they scattered and then you just like had to go up 5 individual times?
So they do it by age grouping, right? And genre. So they have, my category was new modern country, and then I think my age group was like 18 to 29 or something like that. So they announced the awards for that category back to back. So it was like one after another, all 5. But it took me like 4 hours to get to that point in the award show, because there's so many people. But yeah, then once I got it, it was like they announced them all for that age group and that category, like boom, boom, boom. So it was really interesting. Cool. I was walking back and forth a lot, but it was so much fun.
A memory you will have forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, take us into your next song here, my dear, before we say thank you for joining us tonight.
Sure. I'm going to do something a little bit more upbeat for you. This song is called As If. And I went to Bobby one day and I said, hey, I want to write something with kind of like an 80s vibe. Because I love 80s music so much. My student at the time was making fun of me because I'd always be like, oh, you should learn this from the 80s. Or I'd be like, you should learn this. And so I was like, well, you know what? I have to write a song that kind of gives me 80s vibes a little bit. So this song I wrote is called As If. It's essentially about a hookup. So
who doesn't like a hookup?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, once marriage sets in, it's a different ride completely.
But yeah, I love the song, so it's it reminds me a little bit of different bluesy 80s notes, I guess. So there we go.
Love it. Okay, take it away, girl.
what happened here, it's written on the sheets. If these walls confess, would they spill the truth? I'm guilty of what happened here, guilty just like you. Come on, look me right in the eye. Try and tell me what we felt was a lie. We both know we don't have alibis. As if nothing happened, as if we never happened at all. Should I blame the night for how I looked at you, or blame it on the whiskey, just like we used to do? I know it's what I wished for, never thought it would come true. I should have never had that drink when she was home waiting for you. Come on, look me right in the eye. Try and tell me what we felt was a lie. We both know we don't have alibis. As if we never happened. As if we never happened at all. It's time to pick you and me. It's time to tell the truth. As if come on, look me right in the eye. Try and tell me what we felt was a lie. We both know we don't have alibis. As if nothing happened. As if we never happened at all. We never happened at all. As if as if.
Yay! Very much more up-tempo than the last song, and absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Another track that Bobby did as well, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Jessy, let me just ask you by saying, what is a habit that you do not like that you find in other people that you wish would go away?
A habit that I don't like in other people. I think my biggest pet peeve is when I see people putting other people down, or pointing out differences. I don't think that's a bad thing. I like when people are just so uniquely themselves. So I hate when I see putting people down for that. Yeah.
And if you had a superpower, what could it be?
I'd probably want super strength. My idol is Buffy.
Oh, right. I say every single night, the same arrangement. I go out to fight the fight. Oh, what a great show. Anyway, we can talk about that on another episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to thank you so much for joining us today. Jessy, it's been an absolute pleasure. If people wanted to hear your music, where could they go right now? Are you getting it out on Spotify or YouTube, or is that the next step for you?
That's the next step for me. These are, like I said, no one's ever heard these tracks before. So
we are, you know what, very special for you to share with us tonight. Thank you so much. Our lovely audience of 3. Jessy, I'm going to bow you out here. I have a couple things to say before we finish the show tonight. So thank you so much. And we love you. I miss you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your time during COVID pandemic and quarantine, whatever.
Yes, and we'll have to get together soon.
Yes, we most certainly will.
Yes, we still need to finish writing our song.
Yes, we have a song that we're writing. It's I really love it. We'll get it done soon, I promise.
Have to. Okay.
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 Thank you for joining us, Jessy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, guys, that's Jessy joining us for this evening. My name is Curtis. Just a recap of everything that we talked about today. Everything. There you go. We're done. We talked about Supertramp. We talked about keto baking. We picked a prize and we're going to put it back in, and the prize will be given away next week. Speaking of next week, we have the lovely local Kayla Williams is going to be joining us live via online streaming, again with our live audience. And if you would like to join us here, we have room for about 10 to 15 people that we can put up within 6 feet apart because we have social distancing. We encourage you to wear masks. If you don't want to, we are not going to force you until it's, of course, something that has to be enforced, but we encourage it. You can RSVP at curtislabelle.com/shows and look for your next Chattin 88 that you would like to come and take a look at the show with me here in front of the lovely grand piano. All right, my name is Curtis LaBelle. Thank you for watching Chattin 88s at 8. We'll see you next Wednesday. If you have nothing else to do, just go. Nothing else, don't let the... I have nothing else to say. Have a great night. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week. Bye.